Hello, everybody. Welcome to Vintage Craft and Chat. My name is Julie. Welcome to my craft room. Susie Allen is the first one in the chat this morning. Hi, Susie. Hi, Susie. I have to stop to do one thing, you guys. Brian, I'm sorry. It's my baby boy's birthday today. Ryan, just 1 second. Sorry, honey. Happy birthday.
Honey, I have a friend with benefits.
Hey, Doug. Shaq is your friend with benefits?
What is that?
Cashback rewards on gas, groceries, and
Benefits.
this.
Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Vintage Craft and Chat.
And I have my phone on. My sound is on. I had to stop and give Brian a hug because it's his birthday today. How is everybody? So, sorry for that little interruption, little intermission. But today I am taking you guys along because I have to get control of my scrap. So instead of doing a craft today, we are going to be sorting and organizing. I hope that you will grab your messy scrap paper, some papers that need to be organized in your craft room. You will grab them and you will sort and organize along with me, and we will take back control. That's what we are doing today, and I think that's what we're going to be doing for the next couple weeks. So I hope that you enjoy that. Hello, Angela. Hello. Happy Thursday. I hope you're having a good day. And the other question that as we proceed through the day, I would love to know how you guys organized your papers, your scrap papers. Most specifically, that's what I'm going to be tackling and working today. So I would love to hear. I love. I love watching a good organization video. I love seeing how people organize their craft rooms. If anybody is new and watching on the replay, I have a very small craft space. I craft in the corner of our dining room. It's a kind of open concept. Our living room is off this way. This is the little corner of the dining room. I do have a big cabinet. In fact, let me open this door here so you guys can see. I've done some, it's very messy. I've done some craft kind of craft room. I walked you guys around a little bit. There are some older videos out there. So even though I'm in the corner of our dining room, I do have this kind of big cabinet at my disposal, and I have pieces of furniture I've put back here. I have this cool little antique cubby down here. We're going to be working in that next week and trying to tame that a little bit. So I do have some storage, even though I'm in our dining room, and I have a couple cabinets and antique dressers that are kind of around the room, like over by the couch, that I can use for my storage as well. So even though full cramped space, I do have some little cabinets and things. Kathy, hi Kathy. Kathy is kiss cutting. Hello, Kathy. That's a great thing to do while we sit and organize. Kiss cutting is great. Hi, Carolyn. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Happy Thursday. Let's see. Oh, Angela. Angela's on vacation. Oh, my goodness. Angela's on vacation. She's been cleaning out and reselling stuff to keep, to donate. Awesome. I bet that feels great. Cleaning out cabinets that had all of our old snake stuff. When you had snakes. Wow. Are you Facebook marketplacing it? Feels so good to clean out, get rid of, rehome things to people that will love and enjoy. Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you. Yeah, I am lucky, even though you open the front door, this is what you see is the big mess here. My dining room table, it's the very first thing you see. Even though I don't have a bedroom or a craft room, I am very thankful for this little space. And I've tried to make it my own. For a long time, I'm like, no, I'm just crafting on the dining room table, but it looked like a dining room. And I gave up that a little bit ago. And I was like, no, I'm going to embrace it. I'm going to bring stuff in that I love, that inspires me. And I'm going to make the corner my own. So it works out really great. Really great. Okay, let's see. Let's pull our prompt first. Way behind. Admittedly, very behind in prompts. I'm probably 3 or 4, maybe 4 or 5. I don't know. Behind, but let's pull a new one. As soon as I get done with the Dollar Tree junk journal for Paper Terrace, Jess at Paper Terrace's challenge, then I'm going to get caught up. I'm not stressing about it too much. Okay, let's see. Here we go. What do we have today? What is it going to be? We've already pulled all the like patriotic red, white, and blue. So I don't think it'll be funny if it's paper. Oh, this is a good one. I'm very excited about this. We have not crafted with postcards. So this is going to be a fun one. You can use a postcard as your base right away. I try to think of like, okay, right away, what comes to mind? You can definitely take a vintage postcard. So many fun things you can do with postcards. I've made little journals out of them. You could further enhance them. You can make little journaling cards. You could layer some other fun collages over the top of a vintage postcard. What else? Or you could, I know there's a ton of fun stamps out there, and you could even create a postcard of your own, because there's tons of like faux stamps and the little like postage marks, and that would be really fun to do. And of course you could put an actual, let me put this back here. Sorry, I'm turning my back to you. You could actually put an actual stamp on it as well. I'm having like a scrap-a-lanch down here with my paper. I'm rolling over it. Okay, and anybody I missed, I know a lot of people watch on their TV, so if you're watching on your TV, I know you can't comment in the chat, but hello to everybody that is out there. Did you, Angela, got an idea this morning for the folio and label? It's fun. It's a little fun when you do get behind, because then you start thinking of, okay, how can I combine them and get caught up? I always start to do that. See, yep, see, Angela has postcard stamps. So that would be a really good direction to take it. You do? You have blank postcards? Wow, post a picture. And I've never seen blank postcards. How fun is that? Where did you get them? Inquiring minds. Okay, I wanted to share this because I don't have a craft prompt project to share, but I wanted to share this. So my dear sweet I can't speak today. My dear sweet friend Rosina, she always hosts the most fun parties. She gets all her girlfriends together and we do all kinds of fun stuff. Sometimes she'll treat us to things. She likes to create and craft. So a lot of times we'll do crafty things. We'll go hike on beaches, whatever. We just have all kinds of fun. And last weekend she had a Christmas in July party. And so this was the craft that we did. And it was so fun. I posted a picture in our craft group because I thought maybe, because I like to copy, this might be a fun thing for us to do virtually, maybe when we get to the end of the year with our Christmas office party that we started doing last year, thanks to Diane Broderick. She thought of that great idea. But what Rosina had us do, so we took paper plate and then we were supposed to draw the shape, not looking, of a sweater, like a Christmas sweater. And she said, try to make it as big as you can, take up the whole plate. We took Sharpies and did that. And the funniest thing is they were all small. I thought, oh my gosh, yes, I'm going right to the edge of the plate. And mine was tiny. That was the size of mine. And most of us had tiny sweater shapes, which is sort of funny. And then I didn't know what the craft was. And so she just told me, bring stuff to glue on stuff. I'm like, well, what am I supposed to be picking? Like Christmas scrap, Christmas scrap. And so I brought most of the supplies. She had some supplies too, but I brought markers and fabric and buttons and felt, and I loved it. I cleaned a bunch of stuff out of my Christmas totes and I left it with her. It was like a big Ziploc. And I'm like, do you want to keep this? I don't want to take it home. I don't want to have to sort it and put it away. But this was so fun. And I think this would be really fun for us to do. What do you guys think? Oh, is Bug here? Bug. Let me see. What did Angela say about the postcards? Hello, Bug. They're from Amazon. Okay, cool. I'm going to have to look for those. How are you today? What are you doing today? Are you working? Should we whisper? I know you work from home, so you don't have to whisper. You can just mute your computer. Angela said she was cleaning this morning. Oh, watercolor postcards. Okay. See, it was serendipitous, Angela, because it always is. Hi, Hope. How are you? Happy Thursday. I'm so glad you're here. I am glad you are here. So anyway, let me know. I'll revisit it when we get to the end of the year. But I think this is fun because we all have a bunch of junk, like Christmas stuff sitting around. And yeah, it was a ton of fun. And it was fun seeing, what everybody created. So it was a good time. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to do the down cam. Actually, let me show you first. So I pulled out, this is what I'm organizing today. So I picked it up at Goodwill last year. I was looking for more storage. So it's like a 3-drawer kind of plastic thing, probably came from Target, and then came my way via Goodwill. So it has 3 drawers that are that size. And this is kind of my paper, like scrap paper drawer. It has become this past year. I have rolls of far too many rolls. If anybody needs some piano paper, message me. I have like too much of it. I bought a roll from Angela, the traveling crafter, and then I found a bunch at Savers and I picked them up because apparently one was not enough. So I do have 3 rolls in here, and I know I have even more rolls that I can share with people. So I think it's fine. I'm thinking it's fine to leave down in here. I'm probably not going to touch that because look how well it fits in there. So I think I'm going to keep that. But then I shove stuff in here. So I find cool paper like this. And I think this is probably going to be a little bit of an intervention. I probably need you guys to kind of reel me in a little bit, but I have stuff like this in here. I have like the corrugated cardboard and just like cool things that come my way. I can see my die cuts exploded here, my Tim Holtz, but I'll keep stuff like that. And I just kind of shove it down in there. So I'm going to pull some of that out, and I can see I have a little die cut holder thing, and I can see that overloaded. But that's sort of my drawer. So this is more, in my mind, like micromanaging. Now, this is my box. What was it originally? I guess I upcycled it. It must have had some stationery in it at some time. And so this has become my box. And then I had to start putting a rubber band on it because the top kept coming off. And it's all little tiny little scraps and things. I don't know that I need to be keeping all these little scraps, but this is a problem. You guys have seen me pull that out. And then I also have this in here, which I think is working pretty well. I don't really have another place to put it, but it has, like, I'm going to put that back in there. I don't know, these fell out, but I keep like my Tim Holtz things in there. Like the wallpapers, the Tim Holtz wallpapers are in here. Last week I had some of those like vintage wallpaper scraps we were working with, so I stuck those in there. I thought, well, that kind of makes sense as a place. But I am seeing in here, I don't think this should be in here. I think I'm going to pull this out. So like this must have been from one of my spiral calendars. You know how we've been working on that for the vision board journal project. I think I'm going to stick this back here. Some of this may be sticking things, but I think this needs to come out. So this is a little craft pad. It's like a 6x6 of origami paper. And I'm going to put this with my 6x6 paper pads. So I have a little plastic tote, one of those like flat ones that you pull out that opens this way, that aren't that great because they get super heavy. But I'm going to make a little pile and put that over there. And maybe there's a better place for these die cuts to go. I do have a cabinet next to me that I haven't shared with you guys yet that has like shallow drawers. It's been life changing. So I'll probably have to share that in a video, but I'm going to put that back down in this drawer. I think that's okay for now until I find another home. So that's what the drawer looks like. And then the other thing I wanted to share with you. So I'm thinking this came in Happy Mail and some stuff that I bought from Tamara Take Two. She was doing live sales, by the way. It has a great eye and picks up great things. But this I received from her, and it had some ephemera in it. Can you guys kind of see? So it's kind of this accordion, and it's been sitting in this drawer. I had taken the few pieces of ephemera that were in it, and I thought I'm thinking, because of course, sometimes we try things and then it doesn't work and then we have to switch, but I'm thinking this may be good for my paper scrap. So I'm going to take all of this today and organize it into this. Also because I start pulling out of this box and then everything just falls out. So I'm hoping maybe I'll do it by color or type. I don't know. What do you guys think? Cottie's here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Cottie. Have you only posted one video? Yesterday I watched her video from, where was it? Budapest? Vienna? It was somewhere amazing. And it was so good. Where you shared your aquarium book and all those beautiful, beautiful books. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, Hope says now, but this is good, Hope. I need this help. So Hope says, okay, confession time. I don't save every scrap. I just don't have the room to save everything. Me either, Hope. Look at me either. So I think some of this is gonna have to go. I feel like I create lots of small scraps, right? I take big pieces and I create small scraps from them. And should I really be saving it all? So I'm going to need some hand holding today. And I think that's good that you don't save it all. Clearly, we're all creating more than we can use. Let's see, like color. Okay, I love that. Laurel, welcome, Laurel. So you do it by color. I'm gonna make a little. Are you going to school, honey? Yeah. Bye. Love you. Drive safe. Stay cool. Everybody's running around today. Okay, so Laurel does it by color. Okay, probably I'm kind of fly by the seat of my pants, but I like that. We probably should have a little bit of a game plan. So Angela says. Oh yeah, I have my scraps in either an expandable thing like that. Okay, good. Or one of those plastic envelopes like Carrie has that you can put in a binder. Oh, ooh, what is that? Hopefully Carrie will jump on. Let's see. Bug says she doesn't. I don't have any more, Hope. Hope has a new kitchen. Oh my gosh. Do you have a beautiful new kitchen? Amsterdam, that's where it was. Oh my gosh. You guys have to go and watch Cottie's video from yesterday if you haven't already, but maybe you have. It's fabulous. And I'm going to be sitting on the edge of my chair to watch all the rest of her haul videos. Oh yeah, Hope, are you in our Instagram group? Or if you want me to share it, you can send a picture to me on Instagram. You can send a picture to me on Instagram if you can find me there. And then I can hold my phone up and then I can share it. Or you could also email me. Let me type my email in here. I used to have it posted on my channel and then I took it down at some point. I keep saying I need to put it back. So let me type in, love to share. We would all love to see. Have you posted in your community tab too? That's another way to do it. Type it here. Yeah. And if anybody's watching too and you want me to share like organizational things, stuff that you're using and what's working for you, send that too. Okay, so there's my email if you want to do it that way, Hope. Or Instagram is good. I'll try to watch the chat and just let me know. And I will pull it up. Okay. Okie doke. That's so exciting. Okay, I have to go back up here. Okay, let me click off that so you guys can see. Okay, so Laurel said by color. Yes, Laurel, send it. I would love to share. Bug says if I have a large project, I will keep the scraps until I'm done. Oh, that's a good thing. So, just keep building up and having a big supply of scraps. But then I will pick out book page scraps and anything mixed media, anything actually unique, and recycle the rest. Okay. I like that. I like that. Just keep it while you're working on the project. The other thing I wanted to share with you guys, because I have such constraints like on where I can put stuff, what I also do is I keep larger folders. So these are those great Dollar Tree folders I'm kind of washing out that Angela shared with us like last year, I think, and I picked up a bunch of them. I don't tend to do the little, although I guess I could, it probably would be better. I don't do the little snappy thing here. I'm shedding today, but there is a snap here. So they're just like these plastic envelopes. And so I keep papers sort of larger pieces by type. So like this is all my map paper. I have some atlases in here and bigger scraps of map paper. I think that probably goes with it. So I have like some schematic things here. I don't know why I have those in there, but this is all map type paper. So there may be some bigger pieces in this box that I may transfer to another. And like this is all lined paper because sometimes I make big journals. I like to like make little mini journals. I like to make like those little scrappy book scrap kind of things, like scrap pads. So even though I do have big pieces of lined paper, I keep smaller ones too. And I like to use lined paper for collages. But again, I guess this is where we get into this. Are these pieces too small to keep? But for now, I am doing that. So I do. So, and I have them for like everything. I have coffee dyed paper. I have file folder or like thicker cardstock kind of thing, but look at that's crazy. And of course it's really crazy right now because I have those Dollar Tree file folders that I've been grabbing and working with. But yeah, like I use these in my Etsy business. And if I stamp, I don't know why, oh, it must have been all bent. So even these, like I'll save these if I misstamp the thank you, because I could use that for a little tag or a card. But again, I'm probably keeping way too much. But that's how I tame my bigger pieces. And then I have bins over in this cabinet. So you can see some of those. So I also have these zippy pouches here that you guys can maybe see. That's more, I've started keeping by theme. So like I have one for Halloween I've started keeping. I have Christmas, I have Easter and bunnies. So that's eventually going to need a little bit more micro organizing, the zipper ones. And then this type, which you guys kind of can't see, but on the other half of this cabinet is where I keep all that. And I have books, and maybe I can. Can I do it that way? Okay. Yeah, you guys can kind of see. So it's hard to see, but kind of in these, I have these bins. And then I have like another bigger bin over here. You guys are seeing all this stuff today in my shorts. Yeah, this bin right here. So you guys can see this bin. That's where all these pouches sit in that. But yeah, it's a little, it is a little crazy. Let's see. What did Cotty say? Did Cotty say she gave up organizing and went traveling? That's a good thing to do. Okay, let's see. Let me see. Let's see. Oh, you couldn't, Cotty? Oh, Angela, do you know why? Angela might know why, Cotty. I think, did I send you the link? I wonder if we have too many people in it. Wonder if we're maxed out on the number of people you can have in an Instagram group. Okay, Angela posted envelopes that she's talking about that she uses for all her glue book cuttings and scraps. Okay, awesome. I'm going to go back and click on that. The name of our Instagram group is Vintage Craft and Chat. So the same as this, Hope. Did you find it? Okay. I feel like, can people add themselves too, Angela? Okay, Angela's on it. Cotty, what is your IG name? And I will send a request for the craft group. Okay, good. Okay, good. I hope found it. Okay, we are. Okay, and Bug emailed Susie. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera around. Let me turn this back around just so it's not hanging over my space. I'm going to do this. It's a busy day. Ryan is celebrating his birthday going camping with all his friends, so he's probably going to be back and forth a little bit here. Okay, turn the camera around. We'll do a little bit of down cam. And oops, I should have pulled this around. Oh, you guys just saw my Dollar Tree journal. you got a little sneak peek. If you go back and look. Okay, so I love that. So Laurel says by color. So we'll have to, as I kind of dig through here, we'll have to see how it is going to make sense. Okay. All right, I'm gonna put all these folders down here by my feet. I think I have something that can kind of keep them. I have a bin of books down here of a journal that I want to work on this summer. And then once I get that done, sort of a surprise gift for a friend, I can, that will move out of here from my feet. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see what we have here. So these are bags. These are actually kind of bigger. I don't know that these make sense to go in here. So these are bags that I received from friends in Happy Mail, and I love collaging. I love fussy cutting those flowers out. We've done that before. I guess I'll just make piles. This, for sure, I don't want to get rid of. This is like a note from 1962, a vintage letter. But like this, I don't know that I should keep this or this much. This is really cool paper. Probably was packaging from an Amazon. Maybe I'll keep just a couple pieces. What do you guys think? Also, because I don't think this is something I will grab often, and I'm sure more would come my way, right? We get stuff like this all the time. So I'll save a couple pieces and I'm going to recycle. I have a huge trash can that's always right next to me. All right, this is, I think, probably a misprint from my Rollo printer. It probably did like an extra one, maybe when I put a new roll in. I use a Rollo printer for my shipping labels for Etsy. So this is good for sticker paper. I don't know what to do with this. I think this will go, I'm going to throw this behind me. I think this will go in that shallow cabinet that I now have. I'm going to put that behind me. I don't know. There's probably going to be lots of throwing. Okay, here's another upcycled bag that I think is great for collage. And they're a little bit wrinkly, so I don't know that I would necessarily glue these into a journal, make a pocket. They're a little bit too worn, but I think they're great for collage. Oh, this is going to go right down into that one I shared with you that has the file folder. I don't even know why that's in the drawer. What is this? Ooh, what is that? Oh, okay. Ooh, this is really pretty. It's definitely a map. National Geographic Great Migrations. But look at those bird images. So this is probably twofold. I probably would fussy cut the images out more than the map, only because the map is glossy and I don't love glossy too much. So this is really animal. I think I'm gonna, yeah, because look at this, you guys. What should I do with this? Maybe, you know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm just gonna keep the parts because I have tons of map. I have tons of like really old atlases and things. So I think I'm just gonna come in here really quick with scissors. And where are my big scissors? Oh, here they are. And I'm just gonna keep the animal images. I'm just gonna make a quick decision on that, because I almost feel like, right, we just got done with the butterfly journals, and so now I need to make one of those zippy files that has insects. So I'm gonna do that. And let's see, turtles and frogs, would those fall into the same category? I don't know. But I don't think we don't need this big piece. I love the birds. So I'm going to cut down here. I have a bird bin in that cabinet I just showed you that I created. Has all my bird books. I've been trying to micromanage those types of categories too. I'm not fully done, but, and then what do we have down here? Oh, I like the crab. I think the crab would be fun if we do a beachy seaside. Yeah, and then we're gonna get rid of stuff I know I wouldn't use. What do we have here? I think there's a bat. I have to be a little realistic and probably a little brutal in my thinking. I'm going to save the bat because I could see myself using that. Maybe Halloween. I don't think I would use these wildebeests. I'm not sure I would use the whales either, but and what's on the other side? You know what? I'm not going to keep these. I'm not going to keep any of the rest of this because I do have some really great vintage books that have fish, like the, what do you call it? The guidebooks. And because I don't love glossy too much. Yeah. Okay. We're just going to keep those pieces. Ugh, it's hard to make these decisions, but oh, ooh, I don't know. Murayama. Ooh, that's a good question, Bug. They are beautiful. They are beautiful. If anybody, if you see something and it's something you're like, oh my gosh, I would love to have that, message me or try to do caps because I can make little piles for people too. I don't know if it says, but they are beautiful, beautiful images. Probably says, I am going to fold this nicely in case anybody does want it. So I'm not going to put this, I'll put this kind of down next to my recycler here. Make a little pile down there, just in case. Okay, we have those. And I'm going to make a little pile over here with the origami because this will go in with my birds. I'm going to stick this in with Halloween, and I want to start like another little thing for postal and this too. So I have a little pile. So I have a pile over here on the floor to go some. Oh, look it. Here's more. Here's, are there any of those more die cuts? Okay, these are going to go in that die cut container here. Oh, and look at, I found more. So these were also at the bottom of that drawer. I didn't see. I'm throwing this out because clearly I have a bigger piece over here. Okay, this is bag. That's a cute one, but again, it's kind of wrinkly, but I think I'll keep that there. And then this is wrapping paper, but oh my gosh, I love it. Clearly I've cut into this and used this a ton. So I think I'm gonna fold it a little bit smaller, and if I can, and I think I'm gonna treat that kind of like the bags. That kind of makes sense to me. There we go. All right, this. So I saved this because it is the packaging from the tissue paper. Must be Dollar Tree, $1.25. But I have tons of tissue paper, although this is cool. Oh my God. Oh, Laurel says, okay, sharks for you. Okay, let me see. Yeah, field guides. I have not started a mail club, Laurel, but it is something I have thought about. I don't have it. I probably don't have the time for it now, just because usually on Thursdays, Vintage Craft and Chat, I often do kind of elaborate. I don't know elaborate, but I kind of do involved paper crafting tutorials, junk journaling, paper crafting type of stuff. So that takes a lot of time in my week to prep that for our Thursdays together. And then I also have 2 Etsy shops that I somewhat pay attention to. I need to pay attention to them more. But I don't. But okay, so you want the sharks. I'm going to put them to the side. Let me cut them, or you know what I'm going to do? Rather than cut them now, I'm going to get a little thing to mark them. And then Laurel, the email that I posted, send me an email with your address. Okay, so I'm going to make a little pile here. That's Laurel's pile. But I love sending happy mail out. I just sent a happy mail out yesterday, and I have a few more that I need to get to. Okay, guys. What do I do with this rainbow? Nettie is here. Okay, Nettie's running an errand. Drive safe. Angela, you should do a mail club. Angela does the best like paper punches and fussy cuts, and is always coming across really cool ephemera. I think you should do a mail club, Angela. Most definitely. Okay, what do you guys think? Should I keep this rainbow? I could just do this. I could do this. I don't need this whole thing, but I like how it's stripy. But I could also go in our party bin, not party bin, but you know, where I keep all the birthday decorations and gift wrapping stuff. We'll keep that for now because it's pretty cool. I like how they're already striped. So I think I'll keep for now. Unless I see I have all kinds of like too much in here and too much I want to keep in there. So, and then we will recycle that. And I do have a zipper pouch that has decoupage stuff, that has tissue paper, that has paper, or not paper towels, paper napkins I've already cut in, but it is a hot mess. I don't fold them properly, and then it's a very thick thing. I think I'm going to keep this over here for now. Let me put something on this one. I think I'm going to keep that there for now. I don't know about that one. Okay, this, I love this cardboard stuff, but again, I probably don't need this much of it. I think I'm gonna recycle this because I feel like this will come back into my life. It'll come back towards me, and I'm just gonna keep this page here, this little piece, and I'm gonna put it with that. Right? Don't you guys think? Right, Bug? She is the queen of punches. Keep rainbow. Okay. Keep rainbow. Good. Good, good, good. Yeah, it's so cool how it's already all striped up. I think we can do something fun with that. Let me think about that. Good. Yep, Susie said good, good, good. Yeah, we're mind melding. we're all thinking, okay, good. Laurel is emailing. And Laurel, in the email, you could even respond back if you've already sent it. Let me know like stuff you love. Like, is it like, do you have stuff you're looking for? What do you love? What kind of things you like to create with? Let me know. And I'll put some other things in there. Corrugated card. Do you think I should keep all of it, Susie, or just that little piece I kept? It is really cool though. It would fit. I did have it like separate in that drawer next to the piano rolls, so it would fit in there. Okay, this, as often things come to me by the way of my daughter Taylor. I don't know what she was doing with this. It was a class that she had last semester at school, but it was kind of laying there. Oh no, it might have even been in the trash can, or maybe when she cleaned out her room. I don't know. You know, I'm like one of those moms that I grab stuff back, like, ooh, you throwing that away? So I don't know. This might be somebody else's art. I'll have to ask her where she got it, but it's super cool, and I need to keep it. I need to keep it. And it's interesting. It's like it's like a glossy thing. So I don't know where she got it, but I'm going to fold it, and I think I'll put it in this pile for now. Okay. We're doing pretty good. What is this? Oh, that was from, do you want this, Laurel? This Great Migrations thing? I'll put it over there too, just in case. But yeah, let me know. Do you do junk journaling, glue books? Like, what do you love? What do you love? Okay, let's get into this. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, I'm gonna probably start being brutal with some of this. Like, I don't need this. This is one of my favorite books to collage with, but I like it when I can see the numbers, like the data numbers, and I have a ton of that. So I think all like these little things are gonna go, right? Although, you know, I use this a lot. I use this like polka dotted. This is one of my favorite things when I'm collaging, to lay over the top of things, but I don't need that little piece. Maybe what I'll do, this is going to become kind of my trash pile. Oh gosh, but it's like, gosh, we see these and they're great when you're doing little scrappy collages. I don't know. See, look it, I'm already having a problem. Like, look at that cool old piece of paper. It's like blue. It looks like old like copy paper or something. I don't know. Okay. This is a maybe. And then look at this I kept, the language phone method. Like, I don't know what that means, but that's kind of cool. And it says the French language on this side. I think it came from a book. I don't know. I don't have anything that has wording in it, like words or phrases. I guess I could make one of the pocket, like here we go. My Fair Lady. What does it say on the other side? No, I'm keeping this. This says, where's the camera? This is going to be a good day. So I kept it because of that. So maybe we will make one of these little sections in here for words or phrases. Okay. All right. This is a huge piece, but this I know came from a Sunset Garden book, and I have two of them. I have one I bought. I have one that was gifted to me. So this I'm going to recycle. Is it precious? Okay. Okay, Susie, I just grabbed it. You know what I'm going to do with this, which is where I had it. I had it kind of slipped into the side of that drawer. So this is going to go back. I didn't know if it's super precious. I don't have to think long on that. I don't have to think long on that. Let's see. Is Jonna in here? You are touching and sorting. Why not glue down? I know. Am I having anxiety attacks? Yeah. I know, right, Jonna? You're super right. I'm touching it where I could be gluing it down. But I feel like if I don't know. Let me see how many, hold up your hands. If you think I should be doing a masterboard. I feel like if I make a masterboard, then I'm going to get really in the weeds. We could be here all day long. All right, like look at this. I want to keep that. I want to keep that. Oh my gosh. Okay, these are offcuts from these cool like work order things that Jim brought me home from work. He does that from time to time, but they have the company name, which I don't like to put on collages, or I like to use these for signatures, to include in signatures, but I don't know. I don't need those pieces. But so I kind of do a little rippy thing. Here's another piece of that. That's easy to decide on. Here's my favorite tissue. I'm going to put that in that pile. Oh, here's a bigger piece of that book, which again, I have a lot of, but I don't know. It's kind of a big piece. This is, I guess, just tissue. It would be really great to make it would be really great to make a snippet roll on, because it's like thick. It's like thick. Oh my God, I'm a mess. I'm easily distracted. Yes, AC, Amy knows. Amy knows. Yeah, just keep sorting. Okay. It's so weedy. Step back. It is. Jarvis says, get a piece of 12 by 12 and just glue it down. Don't think. Make an envelope especially for master boards. Oh, I like that idea. I think, okay. I think I'm going to go that direction. So these are pretty interesting. I think they have cool graphics. So this is going to be our master board pile, because I don't have a masterboard pile. So let's do that. Let's masterboard pile like that. That's great masterboard. This is way too small. Oh, wait, this is my trash. Okay, these are words. Too small. I have tons of map. I like that. Will you answer an imaginary question for me, Father? Asked the boy. I'll put that there. This, I save all those offcuts. I'm always say don't throw these away, because they're great for inking, you know, for doing stamping on. I grab them all the time, but the zipper pouch that I have these in is overflowing. So I'm gonna let these go. I have way too many of them. Same thing. I probably saved that because of that. Oh, okay. These are pretty precious. These are from one of my dear friends. I think I've shared that with you guys before. Her father had a produce business and she gave me this huge stack of receipts, and they are just near and dear. She's always thinking, she's not a crafter or creator in that sense, but she thought of me and gifted them to me, and I know they were important to her. So I'm definitely gonna keep those. Let's make a little pile there. I have a sickness. Like, I look at that and it's so cool. That's the piece of the map that has the little indexy thing. I don't know. I'll put it in that pile. Let's put this in this pile. It's probably all going to be masterboard pile, right? Let's see. That's too small, although that's cool. I'll put this in the masterboard pile just because it's from one of those cool books. What is this? Oh, this is piano roll paper, which I have like tons of it. You guys just saw that. I'm not going to keep that. Oh gosh. I think what I'll try to do is keep bigger pieces. Here I've done fussy, like little stamping, little punches from the inside of envelopes, but I have a ton of those. So let's throw all that away. I'm even going to throw that away. Here's a bigger piece. Here's a bigger piece. Bigger piece. I think I'm going to keep even these little pieces for now of that. I don't need this, although look how cool that is. When you take out these paper punch things and then you put those on there, I've made some really cute tags with those. That has paint on it. I don't need that. That's like graph paper, although it would look really cool. Maybe I'll keep one. It would look cool in that. Masterboard, I guess. What does this say? Ethan Allen, Green Mountain Hero. Freedom is precious. I'm going to put that in. That probably should go in my bin or my zipper pouch that has the, what do you call it? Patriotic stuff, but I'll keep it there. Oh, look, why are these in here? These are my blue chip stamps. I'm going to put those behind me because I have a whole little zipper pouch for those. I don't know. Here's a bigger piece. That's like masterboard. The language. Oh, here's more of that French language. We'll keep that there. What is this? Ooh, this photograph shows you precisely how the queen or winged ants emerge from their pupa, P-U-P-A skins. I don't know. It's kind of a yucky picture. I think we'll toss that. Have you always wanted piano? Okay, good, Laurel. I'm gonna stick that. I will send you some piano. Let's see, piano paper. Good. I added that to your, and I'll cut that out to make it, make it smaller. Okay, that's good. That's good. This is good masterboard. They're kind of bigger pieces. This I'm going to toss again. That's that Sunset magazine. This is pretty cool. I guess maybe I can make a folio. I probably folded this to put in a junk journal, like pocket or something, but that's pretty cool. We'll keep that. Vintage sheet music. I'll just put that there in that pile for now. I have a hard time throwing out this vintage map. I guess that's a big enough page. Okay, you guys, I need help with this. So I use Vintage Dictionary. You know how I use it as glue pages? I have like, I don't know, from the 50s maybe, a dictionary. And every time I come across like these cool images, like this is an alpaca. Here is the globe. Here is an alligator. Where's Carrie? I've been saving these, but what should I do with them? I think I have a little clippy like pile of them. So I need a good idea what to do with these dictionary images. We'll make a little pile here. I don't know if I should make a whole like masterboard of them. These are little pieces of painty papers that they're like little tiny ones. And I do use these for collage, but they are awfully small with water paint, watercolor paints. All right, I probably saved these because I was going to stamp on them. I don't need them. I'll save that bigger piece. What's this? Ooh, we'll save that. Well, we'll toss that. This I'll save, but I think I should put this in with my doilies. So I love to take like those old kind of cool decorative doilies that have the designs in them. And then you can even back them with the kids like construction paper. May have been what I used for this. So just that cheapy paper, but look how beautiful that is. So that's beautiful to use in collage. I make pockets out of it, right? I'll cut it down and I'll make like a little corner tuck, but I love making these. They're a little tedious because you have to get your art glitter glue and you have to kind of get behind the lines. And then what I do once I kind of glue it down, I'll stick the little tip right under all these lines. But I'm going to throw this on the floor. I'll put that in. I have a zipper pouch with doilies. Okay, here's more. I have a lot of these receipts in here. In fact, ooh, I must have grabbed the whole handful. So, ooh, that's a lot of what's in here. I think what I'm going to do is, this is what we're going to do. We're going to put this pile of smaller stuff, we'll put it into this pile for masterboard. Even that's that little bag, but we'll put that in there. And then I think these, I'm going to put, I have like a bigger package of these. So I'm going to put these over here on the floor. And those have a different home. Oh, that's pretty. What does that say here? It says, be loving you. I clearly cut that out for something to use, but I'll put that with the words here. What do we have here? Keep making little piles over here. This is like masterboard. That's not super interesting or rare, and it's small. Look how cool that is. Oh my gosh. This is from a vintage map, but look at that's very cool. This is almost a focal image. I'll put that there. I guess I'll put that with the wording. What's this? I'm going to throw this away because it's just the tail feathers of birds, and I have a lot of those nature guides. We'll keep these because these are good to fussy cut, but we'll kind of get rid of the excess here. So maybe I'll put those in that pile. I don't know what to do with that. That's Tim Holtz. I have a huge roll of this. So we're going to throw this out. That's that cool Waverly wallpaper, I think it was. It was my mom had it, but there's bigger images. So I'm going to toss that. Let's see, Tim Holtz wallpaper. Get rid of all this. Is this a whole bird? Maybe there's enough bird there. I'll keep that. This is tissue paper or some kind of paper that I painted, but there's not enough that's interesting on there. Ugh. Okay. I love, love, love this. I'm going to keep this piece. Can you guys see it has like an iridescence? And again, kind of like that polka dotted tissue paper. I love to put this over the top of collage and kind of, I don't know, just give it a little extra something. I'm probably missing lots of, do I have wallpapers? I will send you, I have just like 2 little tiny, oh no, I have a bigger roll. I'm going to make a little list here for you. I do have, they're not super old, but I'll send you a piece of that, the Waverly one, Laurel. And then I have one that's a little bit newer that I picked up on vacation when Jim and I were in Florida, but it's really pretty. It has florals. So I'm going to make a little note of that because I definitely can stick that in there. Oh, I had this weird pop up here. Jonna says yes. Well, Jonna, you have those crazy creatures in your yard. I probably wouldn't be a fan either. Let's see. Amy Evanovan says treat them as clip art used on whimsical tags. These, is that what you're talking about, Amy? Yeah. I feel like that's dime a dozen. These kind of edges of book pages. I don't think that's enough. That's great to stamp on, but I don't think it's a big enough piece for masterboard. I'll save this piece. That's kind of a big piece. We'll save that. Oh, these are great. I printed these out. They're eggs. They're kind of from an antique. You can find these online if you go to like Pinterest or Graphics Fairy. But I have a zipper pouch that has printables or things I printed off from the internet. So I'm going to keep those over there. These are fun. These are the bottom of guest receipts, like guest checks. I'll put those in there. These are just, even though I love. See, I would use that in a collage, but it's probably too small. It's probably too small. Let's see here. I have lots of little pieces of that Tim Holtz paper. But I have books at the plenty. What was this? Oh, see, like I think this is cool. This is a piece of vintage sheet music, and the copyright is 1946 and then 1948. So I'll put that in this pile that has the wording. Oh, see, here we are. Did anybody type in? These are all those cool. Oh, that's what you were talking about, Amy. Now I know that's what you were talking about. Probably, I bet you were talking about this to use as like little clip art. So here's all the, like, look at those kitties. This is all the dictionary page stuff. So we'll put that together. I knew that. That probably should have its own, that'll have its own thing in this thing here. This thing here. Okay, that's a pretty big piece of sheet music. No. Okay, that's a little tiny piece, but I'm keeping it because I love that iridescent. What was this from? I don't know. See, like that's pretty cool. I think that's from that cool book. Nettie has it too. I think it's like kind of Asian art, I think I found it when we were I don't know, on vacation somewhere, and I think Nettie was able to find a copy. See, like, that's so cool to me. Look at the texture on that. So I think I am going to keep that piece because I like that. I like the way that looks. Okay, these are just pieces of index cards, which I do grab and I use a lot. So maybe these should have their own little section in there. This is big enough. That's probably, let's see. See, like, I love that. I like that kind of negative space there. Like, look how cool that is. Sheet music. Okay, I think Laurel said color. Maybe I'm going to start that, of color. Although, no, I'm not going to. I'm going to change my mind. This is also in that sunset gardening book, and I think I have a lot of the green. It's a little piece of inside of an envelope. And I'm going to keep that. What is this? Leaf pillow in needlepoint. Oh, look how cool that is. We need to keep that. Let's maybe put that in that cool pile. Also, I like this. I like that kind of old form to fill out, mail it in and get something. We'll keep that. I do like this. Clearly I inked it and I was going to use it in some sort of collage, but I'll part with that. Well, it's a pretty, okay, ooh, these are big. Okay, these are big book pages. So we'll save those. This is from a French book. We'll save those. We'll put those in that pile. Let's see, what do we have going here? I'm gonna put this one a little bit further off. Okay, this is for that pad of paper that I picked up from Ollie's when Jim and I were on vacation. And clearly the edge of it is super cool, but I don't need the middle of it. So maybe I'm just gonna do this. And I do have a whole pad of it, but I think it's kind of cool. I love the color. I think it might make a nice pop of color on the masterboard. So we're compromising a little bit. That's super cool. I think that came from one of my mom's gardening magazines. I remember I was going to do a collage with it. That's kind of interesting. This is more of that receipt. Oh, I'll just keep, that's a little piece. I'll keep it there. This is from, this is kind of cool. I think it's from like a phone, like a book to keep track of phone numbers. That's probably graphic enough to keep. Oh, okay. This is from one of those vintage or close to antique, but it's not really that cool of images. And I think I have 2 or 3 of the books. Plus it has a little musty smell. So I'm going to recycle that. Gardening book. I don't need that. We have lots of that. Here is doily. Did I throw that on the floor? Did I put some in here? I'm thinking out loud to myself. I'm just going to keep the outside of that because if I want some doily, I like this like lacy part. So I think, I don't know. I think I'm jumping ahead. I think that does make sense to have a little section of small doily. So maybe this is going to be like making masterboards, smaller pieces that maybe I would grab for collaging, words, maybe some things that have something interesting on them. We'll maybe have a little thing of dictionary illustrations. Let's see. I know, Susie, I know. The negative space is really good. Oh yes, save it. Oh, save it for, what did I do with it, Kathy? Save this. Yeah, for the Japanese. So I already have, look at Kathy. If you guys missed my haul video on, it was really friend mail and then some things that I purchased from Laura, Fatburn Finds Crafting, but Kathy Wiseman sent me the most beautiful and amazing friend mail. It was very old, vintage ephemera. What do we think, Kathy? It was from like the 60s and 70s from Japan. Amazing. You guys need to go back, and it's under videos on my channel. It was so beautiful and so special and so sweet. I can't, like, I'm gonna get a little choked up. Let me find, because I do already have, where is it? And I'll put that right in there. Is this it? No. Oh no, I'm not gonna be able to find it. But I do have a little folder, but it's like a plastic one that I started. Okay, good idea, Kathy. I'm gonna put this. This is gonna go, because I already know I have a zipper folder. So I'm gonna put that down with that origami paper, which would be beautiful. Okay, that's way too small. The middle rectangles for stamping. Yeah. Oh, you know what, Kathy? I do have that. So like long strips, like, oh yeah, I do have a whole box. Let me grab it. Maybe those should go in there. You're right. Do I have a box? Okay. So I have this old vintage box. It was in like my stepdad's stuff. I think it was probably from his mom or dad. So yeah, you're right. This is where I have all my paper strips in here. So let's see, where can I put that? I'll put that on top of my trash can. You're right. That should go in there because that's perfect. And that's getting full. So we need to go back and circle around and do another project with that. Okay, like this. Maybe that should go in the strip thing. Okay, we are micro organizing here. That's kind of cool. I'll put that there. Oh, this is painful. Okay. All right. I love this grid, this like graph paper. It has like a maroon. It's kind of a grayish background, and then it has a maroon coloring on the graph part. I have so much of this matte paper. This I could put in the strips. That's just from what do you call it? What do you call it? That's a little bit of vintage wallpaper. Composition book. I was trying to find the words. This is a strip. I'll put that in there. This, look how pretty that is. It's a little tiny piece, but I painted on, again, on some thin paper. I don't know if it was wax paper, some kind of thin paper. That's so pretty though. I don't know. Probably don't need to keep that. What is this? Oh, this is cool. This probably maybe one of my nature guides when I bought it. This looks like, it says Mayaka. I don't know what that is. I don't know where that is. Mayaka River Christmas bird count 12/21/98. So it was probably a birder, maybe a birder group. What are they called? Ornithologists, maybe? And it was probably in one of those. So I think I'm going to put this down on the floor and I'll put that into my bird bin with all my books. 'Cause I think that might be these. I'm going to toss, but look how pretty they are. Whoops. Look how pretty they are. I missed. Okay. Do I need this in here? This is an awfully big piece. So this is just sewing paper, tissue paper. I don't know. I'm going to put it in this pile for now because I do not know. I don't really have a designated spot. I don't know. That piece doesn't excite me. There's dictionary. I must have kept this because of the cool negative space, but I'm going to let that go. We'll put that in the strip bin. This is cool. This is a very cool book. It almost is like, what do I want to say the paper's like? I don't know. It has a really cool kind of vellum in a way. And it was, like Ben Franklin or something. I don't know, but it has really, really cool graphics. In fact, I'm not sure what happened to that book. Maybe I kind of used it all up, but look how fun that is. And I like the blue. So we'll put that down in that pile. I don't know. I have a ton of this. This is like an upcycled wall calendar that we used to keep in my mother-in-law's room in memory care. So I like crafting with that. It has really beautiful floral images. Here's more of that. We'll stick that there. Like, look how big this chunk is. It's taking a lot of this box up here. Put that there. I like that. I like the graphics. That's from MAP. I'll rip that down. Here is some piano paper, but I'll get you a bigger, much bigger piece, Laurel. I don't need that. That's like kind of tissue vellum kind of thing. It's a big piece of MAP. Here's more of that I think I kept for a snippet roll. Here is some really cool kind of wording from, I think, also vintage sheet music. I'll put that in that pile. That's kind of small. We got a lot of that. Got too much of that. Let's see. Another one of those. Here is, ooh, look at that tissue paper. So that tissue paper has little like silver dots on it. Yeah, I'm weird and I need to keep that. All right. I could probably stamp on this, but usually with the doilies, when I'm collaging with them, I just like this kind of edge of it. So we'll make it a little bit smaller. We'll just save some of it. We don't need to save all of it. Oh, here's another one of these papers. So I used part of it already. Let's see. Or are people talking about sitting on? I cannot sit on the floor. Oh my gosh, my mother-in-law. Oh, she could sit. She sat on the floor. Well, maybe not the last year or so, but she was so in shape and so limber. she would always sit on the floor, like, and I never could. What is that? Vintage. What is that? Ooh, that's pretty. See, this is the stuff I have a problem with. I don't know if this is painty paper, but look how pretty it is. Can you guys see? Look at that beautiful, look at that iridescence. Oh my gosh. I'm going to put that with that wallpaper stuff there. I don't know. That's kind of a cool piece. I am going to get rid of this. That's not too terribly interesting. I feel like there's prettier colors in matte paper. This I'll keep. That's kind of interesting. I'll put that in that pile. Let's see here. Yeah, my mother-in-law would just get on the floor and I would always think, oh my gosh, she's in such great shape. So this is a piece of canvas that I think Taylor painted on and she gave to me. I don't know. Oh, I know what this came from. I remember this piece of art that she made, but I'm just going to stick it down here with these little pieces, tiny little pieces of wallpaper. This is just plain tissue. I probably have more of that. This came from one of those like Temu packs that has the kind of reprinted writing on it. That's a pretty big piece. I think I'm just gonna stick it on the floor because if I wanted that kind of thing to craft with, I would go grab it from there. I don't know, that piece is so small. This is small, it's just craft paper. I have a lot of that. What is this here? See, that's pretty cool. The back side of a map. I do have a lot of this green paper, but maybe I'll put it in that pile. That's a pretty big piece because that would be fun to put in a master board. I keep moving this around. This was a really pretty, I think, greeting card. Maybe it came from Tamara. And I did a little fussy cut of an image that was in here, and I think I put it on an ATC, but that's kind of pretty. There's some prettiness to that. We may use, I'm going to grab just a lot of these smaller pieces here. Oh, what's this? This is, see, missing a leg. That's part of a paper doll. It's a golfer outfit. I don't know, that's kind of cool. Maybe we'll put it in that pile. Maybe that's big enough. That came from that vintage kind of reproduction that outfits like bridal, like Victorian costumes and stuff. But I have a big book of that, so I wanted that. Okay, I think all that I'm just gonna let go. Although, you know, I would just dig in here and look for a little something to add to a collage. I'm gonna let these go. These are kind of cool. We will put those in that pile. That's the back of a map too. Down Under the Tame by Rumor Godin. Oh, this came from the Ladies' Home Journal book. I don't know. We'll stick it there. Probably shouldn't, but we will. I'll keep this wording. It says shows us off. That's kind of a cool strip. We'll put that in the strip. I guess we can put that in the strip box. It might be fun. Maybe. I think this is a big enough piece of that columnar paper from Dollar Tree. I love that. Oh, this is from Taylor. This is some kind of collagey thing she was doing. I think that's pretty cool paper. Where would I? Maybe here. Maybe it makes sense there. Here's more of those receipts. Those bigger pieces we'll put over there. Here's some doily. I must have tried to do something with it or was going to do something, but we'll just rip that up. Ooh, that's cool. I do not know what that is, but that's cool. I don't know that I need that. Don't need that. Paper clip. Oh, we'll keep that. I like that. Let's see. Let me see what the chat. Crisscross applesauce. What did John say? You'll check. Are you gonna do crisscross applesauce and then check back in with us? I could not. I have a really hard time when I get down on the floor, getting up off the floor. Also with my bad knee, I always go through this thing like, do I get up on my right knee? Do I get up on my left knee? Save the word costume for Halloween. Did I throw costume away? Oh, yes. Although I do have that whole book. Where did I put it, Amy? Let's see. I'm pretty sure I put it over here. Although if I show, oh, here, there it is. Okay. I'm going to put it in here, even though it probably should go with Halloween. I'm going to save this. I like the blue. I like when I'm doing master boards too. I like color. I like to add some color in. We'll save that. That's like a little postage stamp. Do I put it there? Do I put it here? I don't know. Like, look at that. That's kind of fun color. I don't know. I'll put that there. That's a good compromise. Okay. All right. I'm going to take some of these smaller pieces, although I definitely would collage with them. Is that big enough? Let's see. What is that? Oh, see, I did a little stamping. I don't know. That's kind of cool. Maybe we'll leave that in that pile. I don't know. It is a sickness, you guys. Oh, look at this. Okay. I have a bee. I have like a little bee zipper pouch here because I'm doing the bee stuff. So I'm going to stick that into the bee zipper pouch. And hopefully I will find it. But that's kind of fun and cool. I've done this big rearranging here maybe the last 2-3 months. And so I also redid my cart. So the top of my cart would have more supplies like glue and stuff like that. And so now the top of my cart, which is to my, you guys, oh, I can't move it. It's to my left. I think you guys may have seen it when I was showing the cabinet. And so it has upcoming projects. So it has one zipper pouch that's for maybe things I've done for our weekly prompts that I think would be fun projects for us to do on Thursdays. So I have a zipper pouch for that miscellaneous. I have one for the school days journals that I think will come in September. And then I have one for the bee journal that I've been collecting stuff. So, okay, this is a big piece here. We'll keep that. I don't look at that freaky guy. I don't think I want to use him. I do not want to use him. I don't even know why I put that back in here. I wish, Betsy. That's kind of fun. Ooh, what is this? Okay, all of this, I remember we were making something on Vintage Craft and Chat, and I think I did like little, not fussy cut, yeah, they're like little cut-offs with those decorative scissors. So I don't know, maybe we should keep that. That might be fun to add that onto a master board. Oh, look at, we have a little fussy cut here. I was gonna do something with that. We'll put that in that pile. I'm gonna keep this. Doesn't make any sense, but it's blue. Maybe we'll put it with here. It's little blue pieces of paper. Goodness, I like those receipts. Oh, that's cute. It's a little Jeep. I think I was gonna make something for Jim. That might, is that Richard Scary? I don't know, but we're gonna keep that. I think when we did like Father's Day stuff. Are you guys gonna start packing, honey?
Well, we're leaving at 2 now.
Oh, at 2. Okay. All right. That's even better. Then I can help you or think of stuff you guys should take. I saved that for stamping, but I have so much of it. Let's see here. These are little tiny pieces. I like that though. I like that it's pink and it has graph lines. Oh, here's some Richard Scary. Here's a stamp. I'm gonna throw that on the floor because I have a whole thing of stamps, which you guys have seen. Get to Heaven. It's kind of fun. Little phrase there. I have a lot of these from those things from Jim's work, but they're kind of fun. This I'll put in the strip thing because it's quite a big strip. What is this? I don't know, little circle. Oh, how cute is that? Look at that. It must have been from a greeting card or something, but look at it. It says Happy Mail. What? How cute is that? I want to put that on somebody's package. I'm going to stick it up here by my computer. How fun is that? Okay, these are little pieces I'm throwing away. Here's some doily. This is a whole kind of insert from, what is that from? Work basket, but I have a place where I keep these. So I think I'm gonna throw this on the floor over here too. And I keep saying throw on the floor, but it's not a very big pile. Oh, look how pretty that is. I think this was Happy Mail from somebody. So let's just cut this out and we'll stick it in here. It's kind of like our images. This was some wrapping paper that I received a gift in from my friend Rosina. And I've used a lot of it. Some of it kind of got wrinkly. We don't need that. That's tissue. What is this? It's a little piece. Let's see. Jonna says, I'm starting by putting a yoga block under my butt. Then after I relax, I remove it. Then I use the block to get up off the floor. Yes, because you have your injury. You're 5 days in. Good for you. Good for you. I'm very bad about PT and doing stuff like that. I'm like the worst patient. I probably should go to PT for my knee, but I don't want to. Let's see. And then Jonna says, and I use a Dollar Tree gardening knee pad. Oh, that's a good idea to put under your ankles because they hurt on the hardwood floor. Yeah. 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 Isn't this cute? That's a cute. Ooh, look at this. Ooh. Oh my gosh. I love that. I feel like I want to put this in with my Halloween. I don't know why that's saying Halloween to me. So I'm going to keep it big like this and put it on my floor. Maybe I'll post pictures. I'll post pictures in the community tab when we're done today. Ooh, look at this. What is that? I think that's probably like from a book. Like I was taking a book apart. I mean, I don't know. I'll put that with the wallpaper. Oh, it is. Look at, here's a little. Oh, I think we saw some of the book pages. Ethan Allen, or is that what it is? Something? Ethan Allen? That sounds funny, but look how cool that is. Like, wouldn't that be fun to put in a collage? I'll put that over there. See, a lot of me wants to keep those little pieces, but clearly there's more where that came from. And like this, I want to keep that little cool piece there. That's the bottom of a dictionary page, but of course we have more of that. This is, oh, I wish Taylor was here. I'm guessing this is Japanese, but I don't know. I'll put that over there because I know we have, right? We have the other thing to go into the Japanese folder. Ooh, what is this? I think, oh, I think this was a photocopy that I made from some ephemera that Terry sent me, and I didn't want to use the original. And I had included it in a journal or something we were working on, but I'll keep that piece because it's kind of cool. Maybe that should go over here. Oh, here's more of that wrapping paper. I think I made tags or something. And see, like this is really wrinkled, but maybe we can salvage it. I think there's more of that in here. Okay. Here's more receipts. Put that in that pile. Excuse me. Oh, here's a little envelope, like a coin envelope. I must have been making for something. I don't know. I'm gonna make a file of that. Okay, this I'm keeping because I love the yellow. Love. Tax returns, 1960. Okay, this for sure we're keeping. This is, oh, this is fun. So this is something we got in the mail, I feel like a couple times. It's from Anderson Windows, you know, that company, but it's fun because it looks like handwritten. And yeah, I clearly was using it. I'll put that over here with that. And then we'll save that little piece over there. Oh, maybe should this go? Maybe this should go with this. Maybe that kind of makes sense to go in that little section. Okay. Like this, I want to keep from vintage sheet music. Like, look how pretty that is. Okay. Now this, I have a hard time coming across black paper for some reason. It seemed to be at a premium. I was using it at Valentine's for some little Valentine thing, but I'll just get rid of it. I do need to hunt down some black paper. I'm gonna keep that. It's kind of got a cool graphic on it. Okay, here's some more of that sewing tissue paper. More of that. Oh. envelope. Oh, I got those little pieces there. And I feel like we'll come across the envelopes. Is this something personal? I don't think so. I had some things from my mom and stepdad had a business for a lot of years, and I think I have some of their forms. Ooh, look how pretty that is. We hope all are well. I like that. So we'll keep that. Here's some more of that kind of cool collage paper from Taylor. We'll make it a little bit smaller. What do we have here? It's kind of cool. It's most of the word of New York. Okay, love the blue, of course. We'll make it a little bit smaller. This is something from a children's book. Let's see what this side. I'll get rid of the white space, but I'll keep the graphic on the other side. That's probably enough of that Waverly one, that big enough piece. I think that's Dollar Tree, those Dollar Tree receipts. Here's part of a man, like a business from the 50s. I'll keep this because maybe there's some words in there. Oh no, we have all this dictionary. It's a strip. Is anybody organizing while I'm organizing? We'll keep that. Here's a big piece of, or like a recipe. That's probably big enough. That's probably a big enough piece. That's some math book pages. It's not very interesting. Let me see. Oh yeah, that's what I should do. Google image, because I do have, now that I got that, received that beautiful ephemera from Kathy. I definitely want to work on a Japanese journal. And I only want to, I want to be true and pure, only include Japanese wording. And I probably need to also check to see what it says. Use the black as an unusual background for Halloween. Oh, Amy, you're enabling me. But I do know black is really hard to find. When I've needed it, I've really had to hunt. Okay, it's going on the floor. It is going on the floor. I've really had to hunt for black. And I think I had to use origami paper because, like, look at that. Like, see, I love that. So ridiculous. This was a receipt. I'll put this over here. Some of this stuff maybe I should put in with my vision board journal. In fact, yeah, this is going to go in my vision board journal, little cigar box that I have for when we do that together, because that's probably more appropriate. These are just pieces of dictionary page. I don't need those. I have a ton. And this got cut off. I'm not even going to keep that one. This is from that cool math book. I'll keep that. It's a big enough page. That's big enough. Let's see, that's cool, but that's a little tiny piece. It's from a shorthand book. Oh my gosh. That's big enough. I'll put this in with the strips because that's really, really cool. That's very, very cool. There. What is that? That's not anything too exciting. I'm going to put this in with the strips because I like to cut these down to where you can't see, you know, you don't know what the words are. You just see part of it, but it looks really, really cool when you're doing like a strip collage, and it's hard to find font that's big like this. Of course, I do have a lot of books with that big font, but it's nice. It's nice to have that. This is kind of beat up. This is really wrinkly and beat up, although I do like the blue and I like to collage with that backside, but I think I'm going to let that go because, ooh, look, Inglewood, California. That's not too far from where we're at, but I don't need that. Let's see what we have here. Pull this a little bit closer. I find too on the book pages, now that I've been junk journaling longer, I have to, I think, be more conscious of the books that I'm using. Like I had a Jungle Book, you know, like the Disney Jungle Book that I was using, but there's some words that are not good in there. Oh, look how cool that is. It's like a falcon. Oh, that's really cool. It's very cool. But I didn't realize it or wasn't thinking about that in the beginning. I mean, this is just all scraps that I've created. The green glass. Find anything. I don't know, we'll put that in there. Here's a snake. Ooh, an anaconda. It's that cool negative space. Maybe that's a big enough. This is from a library card. I'm going to put that over here with the index card. We'll put that with the strips because I do grab index cards and things often enough to make tabs or little circles from. I think we'll keep that piece. Oh my goodness. Here is more dictionary. Okay, good. So then we've come across some better quality of that blue, so we can keep that. It's a fish. Has anybody typed in that I missed? Ooh, that's a good idea, Kathy. Old photo albums. I don't know why it's so hard to find. Or maybe I just need to buy like a big thing of black paper. But I really had to hunt around and get a little desperate for a couple projects. Oh no, what did Nettie say? Oh no, what happened? Oh no, Nettie. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, the suctioning during the colonoscopy. Yeah. Oh no. Oh, Nanny, sending you a big hug. I'm sure you're already doing tea and all that kind of stuff. Ugh. Hi, Gail. Sorry, my throat. Hi. I have such a frog in my throat today. Hello, hello. So Gail says organizing is similar to unboxing a mystery while talking to yourself. Yeah, totally. Isn't it? I have a flip project I want to share with you. What is the best way to get it to you? You could post it in the community tab, Gail. So I have that enabled. if you want to share it with me here today, you can also send me an email. Oh my gosh, you guys, that totally reminds me. I want to go to the community tab because Dawn posted something this past week, and I try to look, and I have missed some, and I've had to circle back around, but let me find Dawn's post. So Dawn Stewart-Wald, she's in our craft group. Oh my gosh, I love it. So was it last week? Yeah, last week we worked on making dangles for the butterfly journals. And look at what she posted in the community tab. You guys can go back there and look, and it won't be so glary. You can look on your own phones or your own iPads, but look how beautiful. First off, look at her journal. Is amazing. Gosh, you guys, I'm so froggy. I'm pulling it back. I'm not sure if that's fabric, but look at that where it says travel. My phone, sorry, my phone's very dirty. Let me see if I can get a little bit better. So I don't know if it says just travel, probably traveler, but look at that. She has like doilies, like pieces of fabric on here. I don't know, like little patches. And then look on the side. She has rivets or something there. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. And she has all kinds of really, really cool things sticking out on the top. I would love to see a whole flip through of this journal. Dawn, I think, does not have a YouTube channel, but look at that. And then that is the dangle that she made when we were making dangles together last week. Isn't it fabulous? Oh my gosh, look at all the beads and everything on there. Oh my gosh. And as a word inspire. But look at that too. It says lucky bid. I don't know the fabric or the papers, whatever she used on the front of her journal. I'm in love. I am in love. Oops, everything's turning blue. What's happening here? Ooh, what's happening? I don't know. Let me close the chat and then come back in. It was doing something really weird. Okay, there we look a little bit better. I'm in California. I live in Southern California. What state are you in, Laurel? Let's see. Yeah, so long story short, you can post in the community tab, and so anything that you post in the community tab, I will share on a following Vintage Craft and Chat, but also we could also pull it up right now, or you can send me an email and I'll type it in again. Oh, it keeps doing that. I'm like pressing something, and then it's making everything grayed out on my side. Still like that. Something I'm doing. Something I've pressed. Let me try to do it again. Let me go into something else. I'm going to trick it, and then no, still like that. Must have been something I Oh, is it crumbling, Susie? Susie says that black photo album paper is crumbly. Oh no, Angela needs Claritin. Let's see. I know. Hugs, Nettie. Let's see. Let me show you that. The community tab. That's a good thing. We haven't shared that in a while. So, gosh, can I be any more froggy? If you go to the front page of my channel, so this is what it probably looks the same to you when you pull it up. And then right here, there's a little button that says community. So I'm going to press on that. And this is what it looks like to me because it's my channel. I think I'm seeing this little pop-up, and I think that's something new that started this week. But then you can go, I think the same on yours. You can sort by newest. Of course, this is my button that says my posts, but I try to keep mine on newest so that I see anything that's new. And then these are all posted. I think I've made this week. But there it is. It's all the community tab. And then I try to remember, I try to be good when we pull a new weekly prompt. I try to post a picture here on my community tab. Sometimes I do it on Instagram, not as good with that. And then posting a picture in our craft group, although I was very behind, very, very behind this past week. And then here's Dawn's. Yeah. And then that way other people can see it and we can all see what each other is working on. Share in the creativity. So that's one place. And then let me post, let me go back into the chat here and I will share my email too, because I know that sometimes people are more comfortable with email. Like Susie has emailed me pictures and things for me to share and given me permission to share them on our live with all of you. So that's another easy way too. If you use Instagram, you can post on your Instagram page and you can tag me. Let's see. Okay, Day Trip Vintage Co. and then it's co@gmail.com. So hopefully that'll come up in the chat. I don't know why it's all gray. Ooh, what did I press? What did I do? Oh wait, I can't touch anything. Okay, now it looks normal again. Oh, so good, Susie, that everything was good. Yeah, sometimes the prep and how you feel, like all the throat stuff, and when they have to have you asleep. Yeah, sometimes that is just the worst than the actual procedure itself. Yeah, if it's crumbling, you can back it with other paper and use cardstock. I do that with, like, I have some really crumbly, I think I've used it on things before. It came from an estate sale from a teacher. I always say that was like one of the best estate sales we ever went to. Jim and I both went. And I think it's graph paper, but it's like old construction paper. It was just got really, really dried out and it's real fragile. But I like to back cards with it and glue it onto something else, and then it works really good. So that's a good tip, Amy, with things that are, I know we're all getting old and we have to do all these tests and things. Okay, there's my email and it is correct. Yeah, we had a dear friend that recently went through, oh, look, here's more of that. But I have a whole book that's like Japanese text that I picked up at our library book sale. So I don't think I'll keep that little piece. Yeah, and he had that surgery a week and a half ago, weekish ago, and he is still, just now his throat is feeling okay. But it was a long surgery. He was intubated for a long time. This says the season sensational hit. Oh, ooh, I love that. I like that. There is some cool sheet music at the back too, but I love that. Okay. We have so much. Ooh, I'm going to save that. That was a bag, like a Happy Mail bag. I think we're doing pretty good here. Here's a black doily. Oh, here's a turtle, a box turtle. It's cute. I feel like I have a lot of that book page. Ooh, this is cool. Now, where should I put this? You know what? I'm going to throw this on the floor because I have one of those. Okay, this is so weird. Remember how I said that what I'm seeing on my laptop, it keeps graying it out. It just, like, it did it on its own. It just all went gray. So it's like black, and then everything you guys are writing, it's gray. Oh, Japanese text. Okay, I'm gonna send you book page though, Laurel. I'm gonna write that Japanese text. Okay. Because I have a couple books that I picked up from the library book sale specifically to collage with. So I just wrote it. I wrote it on your thing here. So I have wallpaper Japanese text, and then of course I have that little piano paper, piano roll, and then I have the whale fish stuff. Okay. Yeah. Okay, this is going to go on the floor pile because I have one of those flat bins with a sewing journal. And Kathy Wiseman, if she's still in here, she knows what happened. I had a sewing book in my possession and then I completely ruined it. So now I'm on the hunt for a book like sewing book. Okay, I'll keep this. I think that came in Happy Mail, maybe from Amy. Amazing Amy. So I'm going to put that in that little collage. Here's more index card. This is very pretty scrapbook paper, but do I need that? I don't know. I could, all right, I'm keeping that. I could make little hole punches and and I don't have a lot of floral. I've been on the hunt for floral scrapbook paper. I probably, you know what? I'm going to put this on the floor too because I have a tin over there that has smaller pieces of scrapbook paper. That's probably where I would look. Look how cool that is. Look at the texture on that. I'm going to keep that over there. This is going on the floor. That's kind of like Temu kind of reproduction. Here's a strip. Oh my goodness gracious. That is from that collage paper that Taylor made. Oh, I thought I saw another piece of that. I don't know what this is or where I got it, but it's very cool. And maybe it's wallpaper. I don't know. It's got a really cool texture to it. Okay, big map paper. No, I'm not even going to keep this because I have so much like really good matte feeling, that has a better texture to it. So I'm not going to keep that. That's part of that. I'll keep that big piece of envelope paper. Okay, that's very wrinkly. We probably have some better pieces in here. In fact, I can see it here. Here's that pretty tissue. See, now I'm feeling like I should keep some of this and we'll see. Maybe we'll reassess a little bit once we start filling the compartments. This is Trader Joe's. Kind of cool. Something from a bag or something. I'll keep a piece of that. How about that? We'll keep that much of it. That'll be a little bit of compromise. I don't know. This is very difficult. If you like to do little small collaging, which I do, like little paper clusters and stuff. Okay, this is cool. Reprinted from Parents Magazine by permission of the publishers. A hobby to share with Dad. How cute is that? Where should this go? I have a folder that has like bigger ephemera in it. So I think that will go on the floor. I think that's where that will go. Let's see. There's some of that collage paper. That's all kind of little. Here's map paper that I like a little bit more. I don't like that. That's kind of glossy. I'll keep that. Here's some big tissue paper. Okay, I'll keep this big piece. It's just a folded piece, but we'll keep this big one because that's nice to layer on. I think that's a good compromise. Ooh, this is interesting. So this is obviously the middle of a doily, but look how highly embossed and textured that is. That's really cool. We'll put that in that pile. Oh, look, Susie. See, here's another, there's another piece of that. That'll go back down in the drawer. I think I'm being pretty good. I feel like I'm being pretty good with getting rid of stuff here. I'll put that with the strips. It's kind of a cool piece. Okay, that's that Trader Joe, but I think I have enough of that. Here's some doily. I think I was practicing when we made those little envelopes that we made with doilies like a long time ago. So I think that was my practice piece. I'm kind of pulling out some bigger stuff here. Okay, that's super wrinkly, but we have to keep that because that has a great iridescence. Here is one of those glycine bags. I was probably going to do some kind of project with it. I'm going to toss that because I have so many of those and it's pretty wrinkled. Oh, here's a piece of another bag. Same. I have a lot of that. This is the middle of a doily that's not very interesting. Here's bigger pieces. Guess I'll put that there. Oh, that's a really nice big piece. Okay, so here's another example of taking those really decorative doilies and gluing it onto paper cardstock. Isn't that pretty? It's so pretty. We'll have to do something with that again. Here is a book page. Scholastic Book Services New York, or like the back side, like the back cover. Just kind of cool. I don't know. I feel like we should keep that. Okay, what do we have going on here? It's like smaller pieces. I don't know. That's kind of cool. We'll keep that. Here is some more of that doily, but it's pretty small. I'm just going to keep it there. We don't need that. These are all kind of little pieces here. Let's see if there's anything super, super good that we should keep in here. How do worms dig holes in the ground? Well, that's kind of fun. Just that book page. In fact, this is from one of those butterfly books that we made the journal out of. That's a big enough piece. Oh, here's another one of those, Amy. This one says gown though, evening gown. We can keep that. Oh, that's cute. Here's an elephant. I think that's from that Jungle Book, vintage Jungle Book. I'll put that with the dictionary because it's kind of like that. Oh, there's some, oh, there's more of that. We like that. That's that Anderson Anderson window thing. So we'll put that with that. I think I did pretty good. I feel like I do want to keep that though, to be honest. It's kind of calling my name. And the question is, am I going to be creating more scraps because I'll be pulling out book pages when I go to collage something? But I'll probably do that over time. Here's another paper clip. I think I'm just going to toss all this. I don't think any of it. Ooh, this is cool though. Look at that. The end of a sewing, a wooden sewing thread thing. I don't know. I'll put that there. There's the letter R. That's kind of cool. Sorry for the noise. The kids are in the kitchen. American Standard Channels, dimensions for detailing. Okay, guys, I think I'm just going to, oh, there's another piece of that. I think I might just close my eyes and toss all this. Piece of that. What do we think? I think that can go. I think this is all stuff that I will probably recreate, or not recreate, but look at that cool thing. Create again, manufacture. Yeah, okay, I'm closing my eyes. It's going right in to the recycle. And all of this is going in the recycle. Oh, see, look, it went gray again. Might be my mouse is doing it. Okay, and then all this is going in the recycle. I don't think any of it is precious at all. Okay, let me get caught up. It's just all gray. I don't know why. Okay, toss. Let it go. I let it go. Okay. I'm gonna feel much lighter. Okay, now let's see. I mean, I don't know that there's a rhyme or reason to how I'm gonna put this in, but I'm gonna grab this. So I'm gonna do my wording and my words. Ooh, I can already tell I'm gonna love that. Oh, this is interesting. So that, I don't know. That's a very, let me check something first. Because see how this pocket is like kind of substantial. And then these are a little more loosey-goosey. So is there something I want in there that's substantial? No, probably not. Okay, so let's go back one. So we'll make that words. And I could also come in here and put little labels on there, which is kind of cool. Okay, so there's words. Again, not really rhyme or reason, but I could take it out and redo it. Here are all our dictionary illustrations. So we have to come up with a good project for that. I'll take, these are all kind of cool. Like, do I need this? I don't know that I need that. I am just going to keep this part because it's not a book that's super interesting. I'm just going to keep that part of it. So we'll do that next. Oh my gosh, we are going to be so organized. And this is doilies. This is like little wallpaper bits. Little painty papers. We'll make one that's like index cards. Because like I said, I mean, I even made made more of those with the Dollar Tree thing I've been working on. Okay, so this is all stuff for master boards. Okay, I'm gonna make one that's tissue paper. So we'll kind of micro-organize this a little bit more. This is like those collage, kind of abstract collage papers from Taylor. Tissue. Here's all this sewing tissue. I kind of feel like that's too much to keep here, but we'll put this, that cool rainbow tissue. Okay, tissue will be its own category. Okay, collage papers will be its own category. Ooh, maybe I could fit the corrugated in here. Okay, these are upcycled bags that are a little too wrinkly to glue into a journal, but they're great collage fodder. See if they'll fit. If not, we'll just fold them down. Okay, this one's a little bit too high. They do it in thirds. That way. Like with like. Okay, then I think I'm gonna give this kind its own category. I love this. And even though this is a bag, I'll put that with that because that's kind of that newsprint look. Oh, this is that other cool collage paper from Taylor. She didn't make it, but she got it somewhere. I'll put it in with the papers that she made and then I'll find out. This is like brown paper. I think that could have its own category. Oh, this is taking up a lot of room, but that's okay. That's okay. Okay, I think I'm going to keep a little piece of this. And then this is a pretty big chunk. So I'm going to throw that into that sewing box bin thing that I have, because if I need more, I'll go look in there. And I'll put this with tissue. Oh, this is really nice. Okay. Now, these I saved to do, but do I really need these? These I saved to do snippet rolls. But do I really? I don't know. That's a question. And then this is all stuff that we saved, like the bigger pieces to do masterboard. So, what do you guys think? Do you think I should put that back in here or I should put it in here? So this is what we're looking like in here. Oh, you know what? I guess I could put it in here. Let's do that. So that maybe we'll get rid of this. Will it fit? Yeah, it works. It works. Okay, so we have the masterboard stuff that we can pull from here. Yeah, we have words, handwriting, kind of interesting. Yeah, I think this is good. And then we have two more left. Let's see what the corrugated cardboard does. Let's see what that does. If it fits in here, it does. It does. And what happens when I close it? Did I do it out the right way? Wait, how does this work? Oh, it goes like this. No, it doesn't go like that. It goes around this way and then goes like that, right? But I think I like it better like this. I think it holds it a little bit tighter. I think. That was so exhausting. Okay, Bug says mine. Oh, let's see. Label it now. I'm a huge proponent for. Oh my gosh, Donna. Okay, what do I label it with? Like stickers? I have one of those, but I don't think it works. Does it work? Where is it? Okay, that's the big question, Jonna. You know what's driving me crazy? What I could not find is I had some really cool vintage, again, from that teacher estate sale. I cannot find them for the life of me. And they weren't from her students. They may have been from one of her children, but they were report cards because I sent out some happy mail yesterday and they would have been perfect for the vibe of that package, and I cannot find them for the life of me. I'm like, it kind of makes sense that they would be in the cubby. Makes most sense that they would be in the cubby because of the size. And I've been looking for those for probably at least a week, and I cannot find them. It's driving me crazy. Sometimes I organize so well, but like you said, if I had it labeled, I probably would know where they are. Let me see if it works. If I have it in here, you know, like the label maker where you print out from the little machine thing. I don't think it's in here though. I think it's in my office. Okay, I'm gonna do little stickies. Or what could I do? Oh, I know what I could do. I have little sticker labels. Where are those at? We just saw those. Oh, here. I just saw those. Okay. Let's see if there's some sizes that would work. These are like those. Oh yeah, these are good. Good. Okay. All right. I'm just going to print it. I want a good pen. Okay. All right. Okay, so there is not a tab for that, but I guess I could still make a label. So we're going to call that master board. Master board. Oh, that's all. Is master board all one word? I think so, right? Master board fodder. Okay. And then we'll call that next one, we'll call it words. Let's call it letters, words, text. How's that? Letters, word, text. I'm letting it dry too because it's like inky pen. I think will smear, and then we'll call that. I guess we'll call it images. I don't know what to call that. You know, the one where we had like the wrapping paper. Doilies. Is it DOILES? Is that doilies? And then we have wallpaper. And we have index cards. Trying to look for ones that are like a certain size. Index cards. And tissue paper. Tissue paper. And paper bags. They're kind of small. These, oh, this would probably fit. Paper bags. The little place where you can put the sticker or the index. We have paper bags and we have newspaper print. That's what I need, Jonna. Tough love. Label it now. And then we have brown paper. I don't know if those will fit. Let's use this one. Brown paper. And then the last one is corrugated. Ooh, how do you spell corrugated? Corrugated cardboard. My spelling may be in question, but okay, I cannot even read the laptop anymore with it gray. Let's see. Yes, I don't need to keep rifling it through. Yes, I'm done. Oh, can this be my label prompt, Angela? Can it be my label prompt? Okay, masterboard fodder. Now I have to match everything up. That would be great. That would be great. Then I don't have to feel like any stress. Okay, masterboard fodder. Give me permission, Angela, and then it will be. Letters, words, text. Let's see. Marcy, the cranky crafter. Hello, 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 hello. Yes. I am going to thank you all day long, Jonna, because this is done. I mean, this is like a painful thing to do it. And that one kind of doesn't fit, but that's okay. I put it below it. It's a little bit too long. But I am done. Oh, did I do dictionary? I did not. I didn't do dictionary. So let me write. I like that other size. You know, I could really just get out another sheet, right? Okay, dictionary. And then I'm going to ask you guys, friends, I have a thought of what I want to do next week. So I will see if you guys think it's fun. I think it's going to be a ton of fun. Well, it's going to be a ton of fun just to sort through. And then what did I call that? Images. I guess I just called it images. And then doilies. Okay. And this is wallpaper. Yes. Yes, all my little scrappy bits, all my scrap is all organized. Oh my goodness. Index cards. So Marcy, I went from this upcycled stationery box that I had to have a paper, what do you call these? Rubber band around it. It was so bad. It kept exploding. And then I would dig in it and everything would fall out. It was terrible. So now I am so organized. Index cards in this great little holder that I received from a friend here on YouTube. I bought some ephemera and fodder and stuff, and she sent it in this great little container, which was so fun. And it's just been sitting in my drawer with the exploding box empty because there were some vintage like postcards and things in it that I sort of sorted through and put in different homes. Let's see, paper, no, what is this? Oh, I think I need to do one more. So I have tissue paper and this is paper bags. Now, question, should I keep this box? Should I keep this box? Maybe I'll keep it for a little bit. It's kind of, well, it is falling apart a little bit. I do like though that you can see inside of it and see what's in it. But maybe I'll hang on to it for a little bit since I'm doing all this micro organizing. Maybe a good useful surface. Okay, this is newsprint. Okay, and then did anybody send me email other than Laurel? Because Laurel I know is sending me her address. But did anybody send me an email of anything that you want me to share? I guess type here. Let me go back to my phone since I can't read. Let's see. Oh my gosh, Donna. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm as soon as I get off, I will say a prayer. Please, like keep us posted as you can. But I'll be lifting her up in prayer and drive safely. Drive very, very safe. Oh my gosh. Corrugated cardboard. Oh no. Oh, I guess this should go in here. I'm going to move the corrugated cardboard up. Oh, gosh. And I need to make, which is the word I needed to make? Newspaper print, bound paper was one. Paper bags. Oh, this. Guess I'm going to call that handmade collage fodder, maybe. I'll use this size. Handmade collage fodder. Keep the little box. Okay, Laurel, I am going to, yeah, I think it might come in handy. I think it may come in handy. Handmade collage fodder. And also I may add I'm not going to do it now, but I have a book that I paint in if I want painted, like painty papers. So I'll watercolor. Oh, maybe I'll leave that in that. But so I'll just pick a page and I watercolor in it, or I'll do acrylic paints. And then I do keep those. That's probably better to keep in that box. But I just started thinking, I'm squirreling that I could add those in here, but maybe I'll just keep those where they are. Okay, here we go. Handmade collage fodder. And I'm going to take Angela's permission. These will be my labels. So I'm not so behind in having to do labels. Those go back in here. I'm going to throw that on the floor because those have a home. You know what? I wonder, I'm going to add these in this front one that has the masterboard fodder. I'm going to label them so I don't say, what the heck are those for? And I'll paper clip them. And these are for snippet rolls. They were probably wrapped around something, but they look really thin, but they're whatever material it is, it's really strong and substantial. So we'll use those for a project, and I'm going to stick them in with this because I probably would use little pieces of those little paper. Oh my gosh, look at that. There's all my handwritten labels. Oh, this is so much nicer. So it's a little bit longer. Well, it's almost the same. It's almost the same as that. It's a little bit thicker, but frankly, this was already in the box and this was on top of it. So this takes up much less room. Like, look at that. That is much. And you know what, you guys? Ooh, I don't know if I trust that. So this is like my Tim Holtz. So these are the piano rolls. And would this fit in there? Oh my gosh. This is huge because I have such limited space in my cabinet over here. So this is where I keep all those long strips. So this is now going to be the new home for that because I don't get in here that often. I think I could. Oops. You know what I'm going to do? We'll put this at the bottom. Let's see if this fits. I'm going to put this to the side. Oh no, that doesn't work that way. Because I do get at these probably more often, but that doesn't work. That's okay. I'll just do a little bit of Tetris. I'm afraid of putting this. Oh wait. What about this? What about that? Let's see. Now it won't open because I don't get in these very often. And then that'll fit there. Oh, right? I don't think anything sticks up. Okay, that is pretty good. And it's huge to get that wooden box out of my cabinet because that will free up like a huge chunk of space. So that's very, very, very successful. And the box, I have some bins and stuff I started collecting out in the garage. So I'm going to throw this down in this other pile and I'll put those out in the garage. But this is awesome. Super awesome. And the piles, I'll take pictures of the piles. The piles are pretty small. I have a little pile over here. Yeah, I don't, and I have 3 piles. I have Lauren's little pile with the map thing or those images. And then I have a little pile here with the invoices from my friend, from her dad. So those will go back and I have a big folder for those. Oh, Angela, thank you so much for posting it here. In fact, I was sharing it with a friend yesterday, so I need to go back and follow through on the link myself. And I realized too, when Carrie shared it in our group, I was already subscribed to Paper Pippi. So I'm going to go through on that GoFundMe link. Thank you for the reminder. Oh, Carrie is here. Carrie, when did you come in? Hello. You probably came in way long time ago. I'm so glad you're here. Hope you're having a good day. Oh, I see where you came in. I did not see the chicken short. Chicken short with the tree. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. Yes. Oh my gosh, so good. Okay, let me share really quick because I know, oh my gosh, we've been on a very long time. And you guys all have things that you want to do today. So my thought is, I was trying to think of what would be a good thing to micromanage next week. And I grabbed one of my card cases really quick. So just ignore this stuff. So I was using this box. I have two of them. One I keep my index cards in. In fact, I must have paid $4.99 for it at Savers. And I grabbed one of the boxes of my vintage playing cards and they fit in perfectly. These are the Congress playing cards. So I think what I want to do next week, and I don't know either, you guys may have to hold my hand a little bit with that. I don't know. So some of my cards are loose. Some I've gotten from friends. Some I've bought loose. You name it. They come to us in all different ways. But a lot of them I do have in the holders. But of course, now that I'm thinking about it, I won't know exactly what card is in. But I have a hard time. Just like I think the cards are cool, I think these holders are really cool too. But I did discover this morning, I thought organizing my vintage playing cards would be super fun to do. It would be fun to look at them because they're so fun. But I do have, let me see if I can show you. How would I do that? Oh, I'll bring you over to the other screen. So a lot of my cards are loose in this cubby section, this like cubby bookcasey thing that I have behind me. So let me change the cam and see if I can show you guys. But I think that would be a ton of fun. I don't know, maybe it would take us a long time to get through it because we're not only looking at the cards. Let me see. I think, yes. Okay, so can you guys see this cubby here? So a lot of, oh my gosh, I have so many, guys. It's so embarrassing. But I have little containers like this that are full of cards. You know, I have newer cards, but there's probably, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of those cubbies have cards in them. Now, some are just generic, like the red and blue ones that I would use to make ATC cards. And then the other thing that I love that I got from my friend Debbie when we were in Florida, because she had a booth, you know, like a case in the antique mall for a bit. And I discovered that this works perfectly to store playing cards in. So maybe my one-off ones, maybe I'll keep those in here. I don't know. We'll have to see how many I have because I have an addiction. And so maybe those would be cute displayed. So, you know, I can grab them to put them in journals and, you know, tuck them in places. I usually don't use all the, and some of these came from Jonna. I don't usually use the real pretty ones like this to make ATCs. I usually use the plainer ones. So that's my thought. What do you guys think? This will be the loose ones. And then I need to, I don't know, come up with a way, but I do think these containers fit in here really well. And then maybe we can do some kind of an index card thing. I don't know. I'll play around with it a little bit, but can you guys kind of see if I had in, you know, if I made little dividers, or I could take those vintage index cards that come in like the wooden in the little cases. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. But I think that's what we'll be doing next week. We will be sorting vintage playing cards and then trying to come up with different places to store it. I do like storing it down in that cubby. It looks super cool. And, you know, it is hard to find things that fit into the little cubby spaces, but I could probably store some other things. And then all my cards will be in one place, because what happens is I have to start pulling them out, and it takes a very long time when I'm trying to find cards to include in journals. And then maybe I need to micromanage a little bit and do like florals and dogs and landscape. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let's see. Oh, the plastic envelopes. Are they the zipper ones, Carrie, or the ones that have the little snappy thing? I love me a big envelope. I love me a big plastic envelope. You have a milk crate? You have a milk crate full of cards? Okay, I will not. Like the old milk crates, like the big plastic ones that are the cool ones. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Do you like this container for cards? Yeah. I feel at the very least we can put all of these in here and then maybe find a way to label them that won't compromise, I don't know, little stickies or something, because I have a ton. I probably didn't even count these. I have a ton of these. And what do you guys do with them? Do you take the cards out and then get rid of the cool little box container? I don't know. It's hard for me. Oh, they have a, okay. Oh, Angela said snap, and then Carrie said they have a Velcro closure. Okay. I should be looking up here. I don't, Carrie, I'm having a heart problem. It's all gray. It's all gray up there. I love the zipper ones. Probably at some point we'll go back to crafting. Like we'll do organizing for a while. And then when Jim and I get back we're going to do a little bit of traveling. We'll get back to crafting, and we'll probably cycle back around to organizing, because I need to micro organize my zipper things. Oh my gosh, Carrie. So you have a you have an addiction to playing cards too. Okay, Nettie says you can't get rid of. Yeah, I can't. I was watching somebody the other day, and I think they tossed them, and I was like, ooh, my vintage loving heart has a hard time getting rid of things like that. Now, if I repurpose them, if I use all the cards and they go to new homes and I use them in journals and they get sent out in friend mail, then I could probably repurpose them for something, but I just can't. Yeah. I mean, we could put little fussy cuts. we could put little labels. We could put die cuts in them. Would be really cute, like send out as like little friend mail. Oh, I just thought of something. It would be really cute to decoupage them. Maybe we could come up with a fun project for the ones that we use. But okay, good. Nettie's agreeing. We're not we're not gonna throw them out. Okay, friends, I kept you guys long enough. Go take on your day. I'm gonna take on my day. And please, let's say a prayer for Jonna's sister and their family, that everything is okay and is going to be okay. And follow through on the link too for is it Paper Pippa? And go, hopefully, if we can, if we're able to go show her some love and some love to her family as well. And good. So Carrie says, I keep whole decks of playing cards in a plastic container. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm not gonna be able to get rid of my containers. Some are in plastic, some are in the little Congress slidey ones. So maybe for sure those will be good here in this box. And then we'll see how many of the loose ones we have. And then we'll have to figure out some kind of organization for that. But so good. Well, I'm so happy to meet you, Laurel. I'm so happy you joined in, and I will look for your email and send you some friend mail out. That will be fun. And like I said, if send me a second email, and then tell me the things that you're enjoying crafting with, things that you're on the hunt for, And then I could put some more things in there. Okay. All right, friends, I love you all. Thank you for joining in today. And I will see you next week for the vintage playing card shuffle reorganization. Bye, friends. Have a happy Thursday. Love you.